Welcome back. It's another grinding session. Gonna mute the mic, and you can probably just skip this one too, unless you're some sort of archivist ensuring the legitimacy of the run. The legitimacy of the run after I've cheated in 3 different ways. But the legitimacy of the run as I consider it to be legitimate. But, yeah. So, I'll give a little outro at the end, but we're just grinding old fangs. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna grind something else. I'm gonna grind some penguins. Well, not penguins, but the whatever the bird is that lives on this island for some chicken feet. And then I'm gonna hop over to Groveside to grab some silver fireflies and make some silver chicken feet. That's not too bad. 3 or 4, or I don't know. 2. How many we get? We got 2. Okay, that's pretty bad, but I don't think I did a full circuit. Um, so it's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna try and get like 10 of these. Hidden benefit of these grindings, I'm actually my long distance free aim is improving massively. So I mean, this might actually be a solid idea for some target practice. I mean, like, that's 1, that's 2. This one's gonna be trickier. Oh, especially since I don't have anything. There we go. I mean, that's 3 for 3 right there. On a medium length shot, which is probably the longest effective shot you want to take. Well, it turns out this video is going to be interesting, and I'm going to talk, but you know, this is, I'm not going to lie, this is kind of my nightmare. Was 1. Don't fall into the seat. That's my main problem. 2. And oh, 3 for 4 is not bad. And I'm getting like decent returns on this. I think it's a 25% drop on these suckers. where it's only like a 5% drop from eagles, something like that. So definitely this is where you want to farm the chickens. I mean, I don't know a lot of things that look like that isn't a chicken foot. So I'm going to keep calling it that. It makes me a little bit happy, because it's funny. That was a garbage shot. So, okay, here's a real shot. 1. Okay, and the left one. A little bit high. 2. Okay, and 3. And 4. Okay, I mean 3 for 4 is pretty good. It's a lot better than I used to be, but the thing is that these are also stationary targets. So if I really wanted to make this target practice, I would probably, well, I'd probably not be on horseback because I'm not taking a lot of shots from horseback that are tricky. I usually just position myself, but if I do it like on the move like this, okay, this is, they're about to fly away. Yeah, wouldn't let one get away. Yeah, if I wanted more target practice, I would, I'd do it from the move. But ooh, double. Like the first 3 I killed or 4 I killed only gave me feathers, and I was a little upset. But now I'm getting pretty consistent returns. Also, my camera's a little sensitive on that stick because I usually am more interested in moving the camera fast than moving it super precisely. How many is that? That is 13. Yeah, that, you know what, I'll take that. And then they said in the Groveside Cave there are silver fireflies, and this is kind of where it all began, isn't it? This is where I got my first crackpot. This is where the story began. I'm back to kill these wolves that I ran away from the first time. Yeah! I'm gonna try and do this like freehand, because it's more interesting that way. Okay, now silver fireflies. Hey, bud. Oh, I said freehand. Are those silver fireflies? Oh, okay. Hopefully those respawn. If those respawn, this is gonna be easy. And let's just ice whoever's in here. I mean, might as well. And let's make just a bunch of these. 4-footed. Why can't I make more than that? Oh, I need more fireflies. Okay. Well, we'll do another run. Let's see who's in here. Weak foe, likely weak foe. I mean, oh, it's this guy. Yeah. It's so confusing. Beastman of Far Missoula. Like, really? Of Far Missoula? The like end game area? What's he worth? 1,200. 1,200. When I'm when I'm farming stuff, I get more than that for little mobs. That's okay. Every little bit helps. Okay, let's see. So that'll reset the area. Pretty sure it'll reset the area. By the way, we paid for this lantern. I've never used it once, so isn't that nice? Yeah, this reset the area. So hopefully, the silver fireflies respawn. Otherwise, yeah, sweet. So this is nothing. Okay, so farming for silver silver chicken feet. I'm not intentionally being obtuse. It's just that thing. Silver 4-footed fowl foot is kind of a mouthful, and chicken foot's a lot easier. So, farming for these is not going to be bad. So I might as well just kind of, okay, so you can hold 10 and then you can store. So doing 1 round of that, like 3 or 4 rounds on the Dragon Communion Island and then 2 through the cave, is totally worth turning this from 1 every 2 or 3 runs you get a fang into every run you get a fang. It feels like that's kind of what the ratio feels like. So that's worth it. And like when I was muted, I was kind of like, if you want to go back and watch, I don't suggest you do, but I was like getting good at that shot. Like that's a pretty cool shot to make, and that's a pretty cool shot to make. Let's see if I can go 3 for 3, 3 for 3, and then 4 for 4, and then 5 for 5, and then 6 for 6, and then 7 for 7. This one's easier. Then this one's gonna be a moving target, and I missed. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, doing this under combat conditions is kind of cool too. Cool! No lock on. There's one old fang, and then... Do you have one? Nope. Okay. So that's 1 per route. I mean, that's not bad. So I could do 20 laps. That's like 1 lap, right? I could do 20 laps for 10 feet, because a foot lasts for 2 laps. This. Okay, you know what? Like, this whole farming thing isn't that bad. I hate it, but I'm a Souls player, so I'm used to like internalizing the pain and the things that I hate. Okay, and I'm gonna have to pause the stream. Okay, well, unfortunately we wasted half of a silver chicken foot, but when real life calls, real life it calls. So we will pop another one, and we will keep going. I want to farm what I've been thinking about, like how much I want to farm in between attempts of Renala. And I'm thinking 24 is the correct number. So 24 is 3 full runs where I used all 8 pots. Ooh, this one's going to be a good haul. Hopefully. Hey, hey, sir. Your lumps. Take them. Okay. That's one. That's going to be... No, doggy. Bad doggy. I thought we might have gotten 2 teeth at one time, but then there's no others. Okay. So where are we at? We have 4. I'd like 24, but you know, we'll be all right. Sling it. Yeah, I'm getting better at that. Sling it. It's kind of like, it's not exactly at your head, but you use your head as a marker, like to judge where you're throwing. If you're familiar with the concepts of instinctive archery, that it's kind of similar. Not that this would train you in instinctive archery, but the concepts. Ooh, a double! A triple! All right. So that's our that makes up for all the times when we got none. Got a triple on that one. That was nice. All right. Now the chicken foot will run out before I get back up there. And as far as I know, there's no way to extend the length of time that the chicken foot lasts, but that's fine. As long as we catch it and pop another one. I mean, I guess I can just pop another one right now. because you'll watch up in the top left. Yeah, it just disappeared. Yeah, that's actually, I'm starting to get fairly consistent with that. Ooh, dome shot. That was a rookie mistake. Okay, yeah, I need to either pick that I'm gonna use lock on or not, because this kind of half and half thing is gonna end up getting me killed. And if there's one thing I don't have time for, it's dying during these. When I'm on the clock. On the first run, I really don't have time for dying. Or like having to back up and have a little juice box break. Okay, none on this time. That's okay. Got 3 on the last one. So, introduction to buffs. If you look at the top left-hand corner, the squares are permanent buffs. Buffs that are always on. The diamonds are temporary buffs. That's the first thing. And then you have to learn what the symbols mean, like that. The gold. So it looks like I have a permanent gold chicken foot on. That's the gold scarab. It uses the same symbol. Some people may be asking, well, where's the silver scarab? And to them I say, where indeed, FromSoft, because they put it in the the end game section of the game. They put it in Farum Azula, and I kind of wish they hadn't, because like, what if you need to grind items before the end game? But that's okay, because both of those together, both a silver chicken foot and the silver scarab, would increase my item discovery by a lot. If I can hit this guy in the head, it is an instant kill. And I don't have to hit him twice, but that's okay. I got the pots. Now, see, this is the problem. I started my first run. I cheated a lot. I cheated levels and stuff, and it was more of just a proof of concept. Is it possible? And then I got halfway. Well, more than halfway. I don't know. What's the fire giant? Is the fire giant halfway? I got up to the fire giant essentially. And then I decided, you know what? I don't want to spend all this effort on this run and then be like, okay, well, now I got to go back and do it legitimately. So I started this run, and I was like, okay, I have to record it for posterity. And now I feel like I have to start again, because I think I could do it 100% legit. I had to hack that Armorer's Cookbook for myself because I just didn't go there before the Radon Festival. And I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I hacked myself materials for basically unlimited regular pots. But honestly, I'm not hating this. I mean, I hate it a little bit, but this grind isn't the worst thing ever. So now I feel kind of torn, because what if I could go for a 100% legitimate run and not make my excuse of I'm an old man and I don't want to grind all day. I don't know, man. But I should make that decision sooner rather than later. Because every moment I spend on this run, oops, is wasted if I end up wanting to do that other one. And now I'm paralyzed by a weird form of essentially, it's kind of like a cousin to sunk cost fallacy, but it's the opposite of sunk cost fallacy. Because by the same principles, I could just hack myself old fang. Because, I've done this, how many laps have I done here? Obviously, it's reasonable that I could get as many old fangs as I want if I just do this over and over. There's not a big risk to me dying. Even if I do, every once in a while, need a sippy. So, where's the cutoff? And I put the cutoff here because you have to kill enemies to get these items, and you don't get 30 of them per lap, or 10 of them per lap. But if anything, that makes it dumber for me to have hacked all those mushrooms. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see where we're at the end of this lap, and maybe we might be restarting the run. And it like cringe to think of that, but like how hard is it to restart the run? It's not that bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. Missed. Right over his head. Wasn't thinking about that shot. I was thinking about my sippy. Ooh, a double. Free aim double. I mean, what would I have to do? What were the things that I've done that have been really tricky? Loretta was a tricky fight, but I enjoy the Loretta fight. So their moves are so cool. Godric took 2 attempts, but that's not that bad. Some of the runs, like the run-bys, are kind of tricky. God, am I really gonna... I have to make this decision now. Well, wait, where's the 8? You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do it. I think I'm gonna have to redo this run. Well, that's a revelation. Not a super happy one either. Yeah. It's too... I'm too close to actual 100% legitimacy. God, does that mean I can't hack the maps either? I can't hack the maps. If I'm gonna go 100% legitimate, I have to not hack the maps. It's just a quality of life thing, but okay. I think we're gonna do it. Hacking having to grind these old fangs for the red main fire pot has taught me that I can do this fully legitimately. So Booma 2 is gonna have to retire, and we're gonna have to make Booma 3. He's not actually called Booma 2. He's just called Booma, but he's Booma 2 to me. He's gonna have to retire. Yeah. Well, that's a crazy place to end this video. Hope you watched through and didn't just listen to the ignore this or skip this video at the beginning. Because next time we're gonna have a fresh new checklist. I'll probably reformat it a little bit so that it's a little bit easier to read. And yeah, we'll have a fresh checklist. We're gonna start this over. Well, I'll see you guys later.